Hey y'all, I'm Mandy and this is Mandy in the Making. Today we're going to be making 4 more recipes using Bisquick mix. I've done a video like this in the past and you guys really liked it, so I thought I would do another video mainly because there's one particular recipe that I really want to try that uses Bisquick, so I thought, well, let me find a few more to go along with it. But we're going to try that one first and I'll tell you about it in just a second. If you don't have Bisquick where you are, I'm gonna leave a recipe below on how to make your own Bisquick mix. It's just a baking mix. It already has all of the ingredients together and ready to go. But for today, that's what we're using. If you don't have access to it, you can make your own. Let's get started. This first one makes my heart so happy. So, is Bojangles just a thing in the South? Do y'all have that up north or out west? I don't know. But Bojangles around here is a fast food chicken restaurant. They have a breakfast item called Bowberry Biscuits, and it is one of my favorite ever. So today we are gonna be making some quick blueberry biscuits that are very much like those Bowberry Biscuits. I don't know if they're going to be an exact dupe. We'll find out after we taste test them. But the biscuits themselves only have 4 ingredients, and then we will make like a powdered sugar glaze to go over top of them. Y'all, this is gonna be good. We're gonna preheat our oven to 450. In this bowl, I have 2 1/4 cups of the Bisquick. To that, we're gonna add 1/3 cup of granulated sugar and 3/4 cup of buttermilk. Let's just mix this together until it forms like a dough. Okay, mine has formed pretty much, but I feel like I need just a little more buttermilk. I still had some dry mix down on the bottom that I needed to add just a little more buttermilk for. There we go, that's much better. We've got a soft dough here, and now we're just gonna add in 1 cup of blueberries. We're gonna very carefully fold those into the mix. I said careful. We'll see how careful I am. I think that's pretty good. Now we're just gonna drop these onto an ungreased cookie sheet. These are going in the oven at 450 degrees for 9 to 12 minutes. For our glaze, it's a really simple glaze. I'm sure you know how to make a glaze. This is just 1/2 cup of powdered sugar, and we're just gonna add a couple of tablespoons of milk. If you make it, he comes to the kitchen.
Bowberry biscuit. Whoa, man.
Well, we don't know if it's an exact dupe. We're about to find out.
An exact dupe. Dupe. That is definitely a technical term.
It is a technical term.
That's right. Mm-hmm. Ha ha ha.
Now you took mine. Hold, please.
Oh, man. A little bit more of that glaze on there.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh boy. It's really doughy. I like that, but I mean, obviously, it's not uncooked doughy. It's just the texture of the.
Hot. The blueberries are really hot. Oh man. It is reminiscent of
It is.
a Bowberry biscuit.
I love it. I love the
wow.
flavor in that.
It's very
glaze
light
on
and
top.
fluffy.
Yes, very light and fluffy.
Yep, not dense at all. And then those blueberries just like bursting in your mouth is so great. Well, they're hot. If you like Bowberry biscuits, you're gonna love this recipe. And that is so simple. 2 thumbs up. So now we are on to recipe number 2, and it's actually gonna go with our dinner tonight, which I'm also filming and you will see in a future video. This recipe is another dupe or knockoff recipe. This is Red Lobster's Cheddar Bay Biscuits. We're gonna do a duplicate recipe of that, and I'm hoping they turn out just as good. We're gonna preheat our oven to 450. This one is pretty much just as simple as our last recipe. I've got 2 cups of the Bisquick mix here. We're gonna add in 1/2 cup of cheddar cheese. Mine is the Mexican blend cheese because I had some I needed to use up. I'm also gonna sneak in a little bit of seasoning here on this step. It doesn't call for it, but we'll just add that in to the mix. And 2/3 a cup of milk. Okay, that's it. Let's drop these onto a parchment-lined baking sheet. If you saw my video from Valentine's Day, I got a new cookie scoop. These are going in the oven at 450 for 8 to 10 minutes. While those are baking in the oven, I'm gonna melt this butter, and I'm gonna chop up this fresh parsley, and we will make our butter that's gonna go over top of them when they come out. So this is 1/3 cup of butter that I melted. The recipe calls for garlic powder. I'm just gonna add anti-no-nos and some fresh parsley. We will pour this over the top of the biscuits when they come out. You know what else I could have done in the butter? Mr. Sticks. I didn't think about it until afterwards. But if you happen to have ordered this, I was sponsored by them not too long ago and we've been using it a lot. So if you've ordered some and you have this on hand, put this in your butter. I bet that would be great. I was smart, I put 2 on the plate. One for him, one for me.
Oh, I thought they were both for me.
Haha.
Alrighty. Cheers.
Oh, they're hot. We'll be back. I cut them in half to try and cool them down a little bit. Oh, that's good.
That's amazing. That is like very, very, very close to
Red Lobster.
the original Red Lobster. That's really good.
I wish I had a Red Lobster biscuit here so we could compare the two.
I would say that these are just a touch saltier than the Red Lobster ones.
And that could be because I added too much anti-no-nos maybe.
Yeah.
But they're not, it's not over salty.
No, it's not too bad.
Maybe.
Better eat that one quick.
Maybe instead of putting the anti-no-nos in the batter like I did, maybe just putting a little bit of garlic powder in the batter and then just the anti-no-nos in the butter on top. Maybe you should do it that way. Either way.
They're good. They did a good job.
Really good. Okay, y'all, it's time for our 3rd recipe for this Bisquick video. I'm really excited about this one. I don't think I've ever made these before. This is a pretty common appetizer finger food, but I think just based off of the recipes that I've seen, this one uses a little bit different ingredients, so I'm hoping for a really great outcome. These are labeled as the best cream cheese sausage balls, and we're gonna be using Bisquick, of course. It's got some Dub sauce in there too. I think it's gonna be really good. Let's get started. Let's start by preheating the oven to 350. I also need softened cream cheese, and I didn't pull this out of the fridge early enough, so I've got a button on my microwave where it will soften the cream cheese for me, so let's do that. Okay, I've got this large glass bowl. I'm going to be using 1 pound of hot sausage. You could do 1/2 pound of mild and 1/2 pound of hot, or just all mild, just depending on what you like. I'm adding in my 8 ounces of softened cream cheese. I've got a teaspoon each of garlic powder and onion powder. And then lastly, we're just gonna throw in about 1/2 tablespoon of the Dub sauce. That's it, we just need to mix this around. I'm gonna start with a fork, but honestly, I'm probably gonna have to move to my hands, which I'm not a big fan of. Okay, that's pretty well combined. I've got 1 1/4 cup of Bisquick mix. We're gonna add it in kind of slowly and just incorporate it. I'm gonna move to using my hands now. Okay, it's all combined. Now we're gonna add in about 1.5 cups of cheddar cheese and just mix that around with our hands as well. Our hands, you're here, you're helping me. I wish you were here helping me. I hate doing this. Okay, so now we're just gonna take these and roll these into little balls, about 2 inches in size, and place them on our parchment-lined baking sheet. I've got a very large baking sheet, and I was able to fit all of them on here. There are 32 here. It should make 30 to 32. These are going in the oven at 350 for 22 to 25 minutes. Are you peeking? Did Mom shoo you out of here and you still snuck in? You little stinker. Here, there's some cheese.
Sausage balls. Got cheese in it.
Yes.
Here indeed.
Got cream cheese in it too. He likes, okay, so while he's testing that, he likes cream cheese in dips and or desserts. He's just not a big fan of cream cheese in a dinner recipe, if that makes sense. But he does like it in dips.
These are really good.
Are they?
Yeah. I love the cheese. I like how on the outside the cheese is kind of crispy.
It's got a little bit of breading in there because it's got the Bisquick. That's that crunchy on the bottom. I feel like it's the breading kind of. That's good.
Hot.
Oh, hot.
Oh man, keeping me fed. How many did you have?
I just have one. Well, I had one whole, so it was two.
You done snuck one in.
Right? Did I have one or did I have two? I don't even know. Those are really good. Highly recommend. He's sneaking another one. All right, we have one more recipe. This one, you probably have all of these ingredients in your house. If you have Bisquick, then you probably have all the rest of these ingredients in your house. It's a very quick and easy dinner idea. This one is called Easy Baked Burrito Casserole. It's all done in an iron skillet. We're gonna start it on the stovetop and finish it in the oven. So I've got my cast iron skillet heating to about medium-high heat. And I also need to go ahead and heat my oven to 375. The recipe doesn't call for it, but I am gonna cut up just a little bit of this onion and we're gonna brown the ground beef and the onion together. So I've got 1 pound of ground beef along with the onion, and we're just gonna brown this up. While that's browning on the stove, we're just gonna mix together this layer. I've got a cup of Bisquick mix, a can of refried beans, it's a 16-ounce can, and 1/4 cup of water. Let's mix all of that together. Let's flavor this a little bit more. Let's add some taco seasoning. That's not in the recipe, but we're gonna do it anyway. So I make my own taco seasoning. We're just gonna add in maybe a couple of teaspoons. Not a whole lot, but just to give this layer a little bit of flavor. This is done, so let's drain it. You don't really have to worry about wiping it out just because we're gonna be putting everything back in here. On the bottom, we're gonna put our refried bean layer. Just seeing that I didn't get all the Bisquick mix off the bottom. There we go. Now we're gonna add our beef layer. You're gonna add a cup of thick salsa. We're gonna top it with some cheese. I shredded my own cheese, but I also had a little bit of this Mexican blend cheese left over. And that's it, y'all. This is going in a 375-degree oven for about 30 minutes.
So I don't know exactly what's in this, but it looks like this is ground beef.
Uh-huh.
You got some, is this cheese right here on top? Cheese, we got some sour cream, a little bit of jalapeno.
And then I asked him if he wanted the jalapeno relish. He was like, yeah.
Oh man. Oh yeah. Is that refried bean?
So we like, huh?
It's like a burrito bowl type of thing.
It really is. Very simple to make. And I pretty much always have these ingredients on hand, so this might become a staple in our house.
Oh, that is really good.
I'm so glad you like it.
Very good.
Awesome.
Love the Tex-Mex kind of feel to it.
Yeah. This is so delicious. Y'all have got to try this one. I really like that bottom layer and how it's the refried beans with the Bisquick kind of makes it like a bean breading. It's such a unique thing, but it's really good. He hasn't slowed down.
I'm gonna eat yours if you don't eat it.
Thank y'all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed getting 4 more Bisquick recipes. I had fun finding some new recipes. I have found more. So if you want to see another episode of this type of video, leave me a thumbs up and a comment below. If this is your first time here, or if you are returning but you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, if it's still red right below my video, go ahead and hit that button. That way you'll subscribe to my channel and YouTube will let you know anytime I upload a new video. Thanks y'all, and I'll see you next time. Bye. We are gonna go ahead and preheat our oven to 450. Ugh, I'm never showing it. I'm already recording, I didn't mean to.
I'm already.
I'm already ready already.
All right.
You ready?
I am ready.
All right. Let me turn this, there we go. Okay.
All right, let's do it.
Oh wait, they're hot. You wanna use this?
Negative.
This one is called Easy Baked Burrito Casserole. It's all gonna be done in an iron skillet. We're gonna start it on the stove top and finish it in the stove. No? Shut up. This one is called Easy Baked Why? Why does my refrigerator hate me?